Hello everyone, welcome to another video on our channel on Aikido Virtual Dojo. And today, together with Durward, we will show you a flow between different techniques. So we'll be moving from one technique to another. And specifically in this video, we want to focus on the transitions between ikkyo-nikyo-sankyo and yonkyo. So it's possible to go from one technique into another without really finishing with the immobilization, but just moving over to the next one. And we'll show you how to do it, so stay with us for a couple of minutes.
Okay, so let's take a look and see how we can transition from ikkyo to nikyo to sankyo to yonkyo. If you feel comfortable with these techniques, then you'll be able to find the transitions a little bit easier. So you can do this from several different beginnings or several different attacks, but we're going to use Shomanuchi as just our basic model or an example for today. Okay, so we begin with Shomanuchi, ikkyo, and I'm going to start with ikkyo-Omote waza. And you can begin even almost bringing your partner down as in Shomanuchi, ikkyo-Omote waza here. At this point, you can transition by opening this hand and cutting. Now I have a nikyo. From here, I'm going to have to let my partner raise up a little bit as I keep that a little bit and transition and coming under to grab the sankyo. Okay. Now I can apply sankyo here a little bit, but at some point too, I can release the sankyo and come in with the second hand from underneath and transition to yonkyo. Okay. So if I do this a little bit more in a flow, then it would look a little bit like this. So ikkyo, nikyo, right? Sankyo, yonkyo. Okay? So you can practice that and you can try it from different beginnings, from different attacks. Now if we do an urawaza, it might change slightly, especially with Shomanuchi. So if I begin with Shomanuchi, ikkyo, urawaza, and turn, then at this point here, then normally I would grab with this hand that's the elbow, I would grab at the wrist. So I'm going to have to open this hand and then slide as I continue to turn. Now I take nikyo. I can even apply nikyo a little bit. But at some point I'm going to have to also detach this from me and let this go. Coming from under to grab sankyo. Okay? And then again, as I continue with sankyo, I can come under again with the other hand and transition to yonkyo. Okay, good. So we'll take a look at this one more time. I'll do it in a flow for urawaza. Right, so coming in, duck, flowing here, right? Slide, duck, sankyo, duck. And even if I come around a little bit more, I can also transition into yonkyo. So if we take a look here at more the transitions from a closer perspective, coming closer. As I come in here, grabbing ikkyo. Okay. For the change here, I want to open this hand, keeping somehow still a contact, and transitioning as we do or one way of transitioning into nikyo. Okay, grabbing the base here. Now for sankyo, I'm going to have to let go of the other hand. I can keep nikyo for a moment and come in from underneath. As I release the hand, I can give that actually to the hand that does, the main hand that does sankyo. And whether it's omote or ura here. Okay. Now, to come up for yonkyo, I need to place the arm in a slightly different way, just becoming a little bit behind. And I need to come in with the other hand. And I'm going to sort of change places with my hands. 1, 2, and then I can come back on top with the opposite hand for yonkyo. So here in the version for urawaza, after I've gone through the ikkyo portion, I'm going to have to slide the hand that's at the elbow to get the wrist. To do that, I need to keep a contact, and I can slide down as I move to grab the wrist, following the arm. Then I can transition to make the nikyo. And again, the same thing. From here, it's going to be almost the same thing. I can sort of keep the nikyo as I come from underneath, right, I just kind of pivot with the thumb around the wrist and grab for Sankyo. Okay? Then the last part is virtually the same. I want to switch hands around the wrist and come back in from the top for Yonkyo. Okay? So if you try this transition from ikkyo to Yonkyo, and you try with a different attack, let us know in the comments and see what you come up with.